Good morning, Mark. You're a friendly mayor from Felixstowe, and this morning I have an even friendlier previous mayor in Nick Barber. Nick, good morning to you. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. You all
Good,
right?
good. Thanks for joining us this morning. This should be fun because I know you've got a few questions for me, and I'm asking first. So I'll be nice to you.
Okay.
I know the shop has been shut. Your auction shop has been shut. What have you been doing?
Various bits. Obviously, my shop's a bit different because you can't just go to the wholesaler and buy stock. So we couldn't really sell it online. So I've got another kind of arm of my business that I run online, which is more a motorsport thing.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that. But also I have got another auction ready, which is next Wednesday, which will be online only. Obviously people can't come and view or anything like that. But I've done it in such a way that it's smaller items, so it's not a grandfather clock type of thing or seven boxes of this or that. So we can make it work. So we've made that work quite well actually. So yeah, pretty busy.
Oh, that's good. Have you got any sort of classic Quo stuff that I might be interested in or not?
Yes, of course, Mark.
Of course, you'll make money. They've made money out of me for the last 40 years, so why shouldn't you? What are going to be? What do you think some of the positives that are going to come out for you from this virus?
I think it's a case of having a real positive outlook, walking down the street and whistling a merry tune and just keeping upbeat about it all. If you can carry on being upbeat about it while all this is going on, then when it's all over, actually, you'll be in a much better position. And discipline, keeping a routine. All right, a lot of people can't sleep anyway, but I'm one of those as well. But just keeping that routine and keeping your life going, keeping the kids happy, and just generally being there for people, And
that's good. Just one thing: when you go into your shop when it opens again, because we were saying, I would look at, I might go look at albums. I might go other than just Quo. That has been known every now and then. But I can be able to flick through an album because obviously we're trying to limit the amount of contact we have on items.
Well, it's gonna be a kind of sanitize on the way in. So you're gonna have to sanitize on the way in. So in my head, that everybody's got clean hands when they walk in.
Yeah.
And then I've segregated off part of the records. So only two people can look at records.
Right.
And one other person within the shop as well. So that'd be 3 maximum.
Yeah.
And the maximum stay will be 15 minutes.
Oh, right. Oh, excellent. So
to start off with, I'll say to people, look, to be fair to other people. And I'll also try and this is an issue for not just for me, for the town as well. I'm also going to try and control the kind of the queue outside. I'm almost going to tell them not to queue, just go off and come back.
Yeah.
Because we've got it in the town a lot now where and if all the shops open and you're going to have queues outside every shop, it's going to be a bit of an issue. So I'm going to kind of be a bit proactive with that.
Yeah, well, we are going to look at that, and I know you want to come on to some questions with me. That I was cycling down the front yesterday, and some of the kiosks, the social distancing was pretty good, but actually the queuing wasn't particularly clear. Now, we have hopefully got a meeting this week with the town centre, down on the tourist guys, visit Felixstowe about, look, what can we do as a town council and the district council to try and help you to make it safe so it doesn't put people off, so people stand at the shop, but they know they're going to be safe when they go in. So, I mean, that'd be interesting how we get on with that. So, now, you had some other questions for me, didn't you?
Loads.
Yeah.
But there's one which is obviously, I don't know whether it's kind of up in the government kind of realms at the moment, but there's talk of it, which is a potential park pedestrianisation, which will help the social distancing, also help maybe the cafes coming out who could do some work outside rather than inside. And I just wondered whether, obviously, it's on the radar. It's obviously something that we're going to be talking about. And the other very quick thing I haven't told you about is that someone mentioned to me, why can't we have a one-way system down the pavements? Now, and that's a bit of an odd thing, but actually it could work.
Yeah. What we're going to do is say we've got a meeting with all the relevant people this week, and there is some money that the district has acquired, which is for how do we change the town centres to make them safer for people. I am also hoping to have a project with the academy the assistant head there, Darren, using some of the students with Paul Wood from East Suffolk about their part of the project, because we want the young people into the town. So we are looking at that over the next week or so to try and come up with some ideas, and I know Helen will be working very hard on that. So we are looking at that at the moment.
Right, okay. The other thing is coronavirus grants. The town council have got a grant system going.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know how well that's been kind of support or you paid most of that out, presumably.
We're getting some of it back, because the idea being is people like Felixstowe Helping Hands will go and shop for people who couldn't go out.
Okay.
We handle money. But we have given grants. Matt Reed, who was doing the visors, done a fantastic job. There was Gemma, whose surname escapes me, who was doing the scrubs. There was also Karen Banham, who we offered to help, but she didn't need it in the end. So we used some of that for those sort of projects, and also for people who couldn't get out and shop, but the majority of them have paid us back anyway. So we've still got that grant, and it's worked really well. So that's good.
Going forward, I guess, I think it's going to be with us for some months, and I think some people are going to find it much more difficult to deal with things, the aftermath of it, than others will.
Yeah.
And potentially those organisations that are running may well be looking for more support as we go forward in the next few months. So I suspect that the town council will move if need be, will they?
We will, and we'll work closely with, we've got Chloe Lee, obviously, our communities officer at East Suffolk, who's been really, really fantastic.
Oh, she's married now, isn't she?
Sorry?
Yeah. She's got married.
I know, Chloe Lee. Yeah, she was waiting for you, but you just never turned up, Nick.
No.
No, she's doing a brilliant job, and East Suffolk have been very supportive. Now, you've got 1 minute. It's
all right, car parks. Right.
Yes.
Just very, very quickly, CPE, which was talked about coming in, and obviously the coronavirus then hit, but it has come in, isn't it? And I have seen a couple of guys around in black.
Yeah.
I just want the public to know that actually it is happening, and there are people on the ground doing this now, and people parking on double yellow lines. There's a lot on it on social media.
Yeah.
The half-hour slots in town are there for half-hour slots. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
But
I think this is the point, isn't it? That I think East Suffolk promoted it quite well. And I know when they first arrived about the 7th of April, they were putting advisory notes on. At the end of the day, if you park on a double yellow line, you know you shouldn't be parked there. And if the chance of you getting caught now have increased significantly.
Yeah.
A bit like, as you say, about the 30-minute parking days. Too many people park there all day or for a long time. If they rotate a lot quicker, there will be free parking in the town. There are 200 spaces, isn't there? Mm-hmm. And I know the CPE, Civil Parking Enforcement, and we're doing a strategy in Felixstowe through the East Suffolk. The idea is that either there's not so much free car parking in the car parks as such. There is some for 30 minutes. But actually, if you can keep people moving around and rotating from the spaces in the town, there should still be plenty of parking, which you don't get charged for. And the other ethos is, well, actually, what you can do is that if you come into town, why don't you extend your parking for another hour, and possibly when the shops are open, we have more people visiting the shops, and that in a nutshell is what they're trying to do. But yeah, if you park somewhere where you shouldn't, being an ex-policeman, you do something you shouldn't do, you get caught, as a consequence of what you do. But we don't want to discourage people, but equally we want to allow that it's fair for everybody coming into the town. Yeah,
I just want to get it out there that it is happening. There's a lot on social media, what these people, and actually it is happening, and it's quite right. It's happening.
Yeah,
about time too.
Yeah, that's part of my thing is, well, if you park somewhere you shouldn't, then you increase that risk, and there we go, so to speak. And Nick, I'm going to have to call this a day. We might have to have another one of these, just because there's loads of things we could talk about. Can I say on behalf of Felixstowe and the Town Council, I worked with you as your Deputy Mayor. You did a fantastic job. I absolutely loved working with you. Perhaps one day we can do it again.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
All right, matey. Excellent stuff. Thank you, Nick, and we'll speak soon.
All right, mate. See you later.